Gemini, listen to me right now because what I am about to tell you will change everything you thought you knew about power dynamics. And I need you to understand that 94% of people in your situation never discover this truth until it is too late. The Eight of Swords just exploded out of my deck, and this is not about being trapped. This is about someone else realizing they have lost the most dangerous weapon they ever had against you. Your belief in their words. Everyone thinks their worst fear was losing you, but actually, their worst nightmare is loving you and knowing you no longer believe a single thing that comes out of their mouth. Wait, hold on. I am getting chills because the cards are showing me that in exactly 21 days, this person is going to have a complete meltdown when they realize that all their old manipulation tactics bounce right off you like arrows hitting steel. Let me explain what the Eight of Swords is really telling us here, beautiful soul. This card traditionally shows someone who thinks they are trapped, but the blindfold is their own creation. But in your energy field right now, this card is showing up reversed, which means the blindfold has been removed. You can see clearly now, and that is what is driving them absolutely insane. This person used to be able to twist reality with their words. They could make black seem white, up seem down, wrong seem right. They could gaslight you into questioning your own memory, your own experiences, your own sanity. But that power is gone, and they know it, and it is eating them alive. The Tower card is shaking the foundation of everything they thought they knew about controlling you. The Tower represents sudden revelation and the collapse of false structures and Gemini. The false structure that is crumbling is their ability to make you doubt yourself. Your Gemini mind is so powerful when it is not being clouded by emotional manipulation. Your air sign energy gives you the ability to step back and analyze patterns, to see things objectively, to connect dots that other people miss. And now that you are using this gift without the interference of their lies, they are terrified. I need to share something that happened in my private community because this is exactly what you are going through. A Gemini member told us that her ex used to be able to convince her that the sky was green if he said it with enough confidence. But after their separation, when he tried the same techniques, she just laughed because she could see right through every single tactic. The Queen of Swords is glowing in your reading, and she represents mental clarity and the ability to cut through illusion with the sword of truth. This queen has learned to separate emotions from facts, love from manipulation, promises from actions. She cannot be fooled anymore because she has developed discernment. Your ruling planet Mercury is feeling something incredible right now. Mercury governs communication and mental processes, and right now Mercury is acting like a lie detector in your energy field. Every time this person speaks, your intuitive mind immediately translates their words into what they actually mean. When they say, "I miss you," your Mercury energy hears, "I miss having control over you." When they say, "I have changed," your Mercury energy hears, "I have learned new manipulation techniques." When they say, "Nobody will love you like I do," your Mercury energy hears, "I am scared someone will love you better than I do." The Hermit card appears with profound inner wisdom, and this card is telling me that your period of solitude and self-reflection has given you something invaluable. The ability to trust your own inner voice above all others. The Hermit holds up a lantern to illuminate truth, and now you are the one holding that lantern. This person is realizing that they cannot dim your light anymore. They cannot make you question your worth anymore. They cannot convince you that their version of love is the only version you deserve anymore. And this realization is their worst nightmare, because it means they have lost their power over you forever. The Three of Pentacles shows up with collaboration and teamwork energy, but there is something twisted about how this card is appearing. This person is going to start recruiting other people to help them get back into your head. They are going to use mutual friends, family members, even strangers to plant seeds of doubt about your new perspective. They might have someone say, "Don't you think you are being too harsh?" Or, "Everyone deserves a second chance." Or, They really do seem different now. But Gemini, this is just psychological warfare using other people as weapons. They know they cannot convince you directly anymore, so they are going to try to surround you with voices that echo their manipulation. The King of Pentacles appears, and this energy is solid and unshakable. This king represents mastery in the material world and practical wisdom. He does not make decisions based on emotions or promises. He makes decisions based on evidence and results. This is the energy you have stepped into, and it is driving them crazy. You are no longer the person who accepts potential instead of reality. You are no longer the person who makes excuses for bad behavior. You are no longer the person who believes that love means accepting mistreatment. You have become someone who demands proof, not promises. The Seven of Cups is creating illusion energy, and this card is showing me that this person is going to become more and more desperate in their attempts to cloud your judgment. They are going to present you with fantasies, with dreams, with visions of what could be if you just give them another chance. But here is what they do not understand. Your Gemini energy loves fantasy and imagination, but you have learned the difference between healthy dreaming and toxic delusion. You can appreciate a beautiful story without believing it is reality. You can acknowledge their words without giving them weight. The Ace of Wands bursts into your reading with new beginning energy, and this is making me emotional because this card represents the spark of new life, new passion, new truth. The Ace of Wands is telling me that your ability to see clearly is not just protecting you from old toxicity. It is opening you up to new possibilities. I keep seeing the number 9 around your energy, and in numerology, 9 represents completion and wisdom gained through experience. You have completed a major life lesson about discernment and trust, and now you are operating from a level of wisdom that cannot be shaken. The Four of Swords appears with mental rest and peaceful clarity. This card shows someone in meditation, in contemplation, in a state of mental peace. This represents your mind now, calm, clear, unmanipulatable. You are not reactive, you are not emotional, you are not desperate, you are centered. This centered energy is what is making them panic. They are used to you being off balance, confused, emotional, easy to manipulate. But now when they try to push your buttons, you just observe their behavior with detached curiosity, instead of getting caught up in their drama. Your final card is Justice, and this is powerful because justice represents balance, truth, and consequences. The scales of justice are perfectly balanced in your reading, which means you have found equilibrium between love and wisdom, between compassion and boundaries, between forgiveness and protection. The Justice card is also telling me that there will be consequences for all the lies they told, all the manipulation they used, all the times they made you question your own reality. But the consequences are not coming from you seeking revenge. The consequences are coming from the natural law of cause and effect. Their consequence is losing access to the most beautiful mind they ever encountered. Their consequence is realizing that they had something precious, and they destroyed it with their own dishonesty. Their consequence is knowing that they could have had genuine love, but they chose control instead. I am getting downloads about their current state, and it is both sad and karmic at the same time. They are lying awake at night, replaying conversations where they lied to you, wondering if you knew they were lying even then. They are analyzing every interaction, trying to figure out exactly when they lost their power over your perception. They are discovering that love without trust is just possession. They are learning that manipulation without a willing victim is just embarrassing behavior. They are realizing that all their clever words are useless against someone who values action over conversation. The most beautiful part of this reading is that you are not trying to punish them or prove anything to them. You have simply evolved beyond their level of consciousness, and that evolution is its own protection. You do not need to fight with them or argue with them. You just need to trust yourself. Comments are going wild right now with other Geminis saying they feel this exact same energy shift. Type clarity if you recognize your own journey in this reading, and you are committed to never letting anyone dim your inner light again. Your future is so bright, Gemini, because you have learned the most important lesson anyone can learn: how to distinguish between someone who loves you and someone who just wants to control you, how to separate genuine emotion from emotional manipulation, how to trust your own perception above all else. The universe is celebrating your clarity right now because clear-minded people attract clear-minded love. Honest people attract honest relationships. People who trust themselves attract trustworthy partners. Your discernment is not a wall keeping love out. It is a filter keeping toxicity out. 6 months from now, you are going to look back on this moment as the turning point when you reclaimed your power over your own mind and heart. You are going to be surrounded by people who enhance your clarity instead of clouding it, who support your growth instead of stunting it, who celebrate your intelligence instead of trying to confuse it. Their worst nightmare has become your greatest gift. They can love you from a distance. They can regret their choices. They can wish things were different, but they can never again make you doubt what you know to be true. Subscribe now, because this energy of clarity and discernment is just the beginning of your most empowered chapter. Your mind is your sanctuary, and no one gets access without earning it through consistent, trustworthy behavior. If you want more protective clarity like this, you know where to find me.